Hi everybody and welcome back. So I will do a pour for you today. So I'm just going to show you my colours. I have a green turquoise from Amsterdam Acrylics. I have the PBO iridescent blue black from obviously PBO, sorry. The next colour I have is an Amsterdam and it's the King's Blue. Okay, I have a lovely Decor Extreme Sheen and that's the Deep Sapphire one. I have the Royal Langnickel Cobbled Blue. And my last colour is the 24K Gold by Decor Extreme Sheen. Okay, so I have some white, just plain my titanium white. So I'm using Floetrol today, the American Floetrol that I got online, and I mixed my paints. So the extreme sheens, the blue and the gold, I mixed them 1:1. Okay, that gives you this consistency. So it is quite thick, but that's what you need. And the other colours I've actually mixed 2 parts Floetrol, 1 part paint. So it's a very similar consistency, still quite thick. Okay, I did add quite a bit of water to my white simply because I'm going to use it as a flow enhancer as well, but it's still nice and thick and leaves amount on amount. Okay, so I will start layering. So I've only got a 30 by 40 centimeters canvas, just 12 by 16, so I shan't need to fill the cup right to the top, so we'll see, about 2/3 should be plenty. So let's start filling. Alright, so I've got to be very careful with my gold because I know it tends to take over, so I'm just going to put, oh that was a lot, but it's in now, so not much of a choice. Always be careful with your 24K Extreme Sheen Decor Art. It does tend to flourish. Let's go with flourish. It does kind of take over and mix with the other paints. I mean, it gives them a lovely iridescent colour. However, you know, you can kind of lose some of the colours because of this. So let's try, I'm going to put a tiny bit there. I'm trying to put not too much, just to give it the other break. Let's put the blue black iridescent from PBO, a bit of white. Let's go back to turquoise, cobbled blue. There's the Deep Sapphire, Extreme Sheen, a tiny bit of gold, tip of white, let's go with that cobalt again, or let's try. That one is the King's Blue from Amsterdam. Just great. So I only made I think I put 40 grams of Floetrol and 15 grams 20 grams of paint, so I haven't got that much at all, just enough for the canvas. I'm not one to waste, as you know. So let me just create the bottom. To connect as much as we can. So the King's Blue, it's kind of a greyish dirty blue. I do like it. It's nice. It's a nice colour. Bit more white. Let's go with the PBO iridescent. So as you can tell, the mix is quite thick. Whatever happens, you need to ensure that your consistency, I mean each paint consistency is the same to the one next to it. It will save your colours sinking at the bottom or being too thick and just floating on the top. And then once you get to stretch, if you pour and stretch, you might have issue with lumps and bumps basically. So always make sure, don't just stick the exact same amount of paint and pouring medium, whether you use Floetrol or glue or whatever, because each paint is different. So you may need to add a tiny bit of water, a bit more pouring medium, a bit more colour. Just base yourself, find the consistency that you think is right and try to match the other colours to the same consistency. So I'm just trying to scrape the bottom of this one as well. Okay, bit of white. So I'm just over halfway. So I'm just going to put, I think that's plenty of gold for now. I will park this one, and this one is the Cobbled Glue by Royal Nickel. It usually makes lovely clouds and pebbles. It reacts really nicely, whether it's with Floetrol or PVA glue based PM. It does make absolutely lovely effects. I've got a couple more of these blue Royal Nickel. I'll have to do one using more than just a cobble. I think I've got a cerulean blue and I've got a much lighter blue. I can't remember what it's called. But so quite a bit of white there. Okay, so there's my cup. As you can see, the layers, they are all same consistency. Not a colour is sinking more than the others, so that is good. Brownie points. Let me just put my puddle in the middle. So I actually did not put any satin enamel in my white today because I want to see what the Floetrol does on its own, you know, without any help. Let me just quickly do this. That's it. I might just torch a little bit because it's quite bubbly. That's it. Just a quick torch. Right, let's do this. Okay. I might do some sort of ring pour. I mean, there's no rules, you know, you pour, you can go from one side to the other. You can vary the effects. The golden turquoise are coming through. A bit of white as well, so it's nice and thick. So that's how you're going to keep your colours separated, and it won't mix up to become muddy, and you know, you have lovely definition of each colour. So let's just continue. If you're not happy with your centre anyway when you finish pouring your cup, you can always grab toothpick or skewers or something pointy and just redefine the your centre. So I think we're coming to the end. Let me just try to. There we go. Let's put that aside for now. Okay, that's lovely. We just turn it around. Okay. Let's bring it back a little bit towards the middle. That's it. That's lovely so far. Touch wood. Comes out quite nice. So let me just pour my. Oh, I think it might be a little bit thick. Let me just spread that, and I might need to add a couple of drops of water to my white to make it flow a little bit better. Yeah, it's quite thick. It obviously needs to be slightly thinner, your flow enhancer, so that the puddle can basically slide on top of it. You don't want it too thick, and yeah, that's should have thinned it out a little bit. So let me just stick a bit of water in there. A good stir. Let's have a look. I always have some water in like a sports cap plastic bottle that I use, because it's good if you just want to add a few drops of water rather than going, you know, under the sink, under the tap, and getting quite a lot of water in one go. With a sports cap and a plastic bottle, you can really measure to the drop. So let's see. Well, that's very liquid now, but I'm sure that will do. Let me just scrape the bottom, so just have the right amount. Then I can spread it, torch it, you know. Okay, I think we're about there. So let me spread it a little bit. Yeah, it slides a bit better. Definitely slightly thinner is needed. So there we go. So you're having this extra layer on the outside should enable what you've poured in the middle to actually slide over it, so you don't lose any of the effects you've got there. So okay, I'll clean that in a bit. So let's torch to remove some air bubbles. But I've got a few things popping up, so I'll see what it comes as. So we need to try to start stretching our paint, so I will start towards you. Okay, yep, I'll wait till the paint's in the middle, so let's give it a start. So I'm not going to go straight over it, I'm just going to reach a bit of the corners and bring it back in the middle. We'll decide, depending on the effects that we get, you know, we can decide on our composition then and see what we want to keep and what we want to let flow over the sides. Okay, how shall I do this? I'm just going to weight is there, bring it back a bit more in the middle. Okay, so slightly over, that's okay, I can live with that. Okay, all of a sudden I start to see the turquoise popping through there, so that's nice. I couldn't see it before, so let me turn it around. You see, I mean, I didn't put that much gold in there. I mean, I've put much more before on other pours, and it does take over, but by putting only this, look how noticeable it is. And I know you might not be able to see, but there is gold virtually on every single ring or layer, so that's always something to bear in mind. You need to keep your gold under control, because that is a very naughty colour. It will take over without any warning. Let me just make sure you're still in the frame before I start. Let me just straighten it a little bit so you can see. So we haven't quite covered our corners and sides, but we are getting there. Let me just lift that so I can get some tissue, so I can wipe my hands too. So there's quite a few air bubbles there. I guess it might be because I've added that water to the white at the end and just stirred quite vigorously, so but there we'll go. If you have any air bubbles that are just resisting the torch, you can go later with a skewer, toothpick, whatever, and just poke them. It's not an issue. Try not to wait until right at the end, just in case you mess something up by accident and you don't want to spoil it. Okay, right, so let's continue. Let's work on the other. So let me just turn it around. I'm going to work on the other angle. Oh, my kitchen paper stuck to my canvas. Let me just lift that. There we go. So, okay. So where is the weight? This ends. Let's go this way. Let's bring it back. That's it. I'm so glad we've got some black turquoise, that it's not completely disappeared. Sometimes you lose colours altogether. The Decor Deep Sapphire, really shiny one, you might not be able to see it on the screen, but in real life it's absolutely lovely. It's really shimmery. It's giving a really nice shine and shimmer. That's a good one. That's a very good colour. Right, so let's bring the paint back over here. I would have to get rid of that tissue paper because something bad is going to happen. Okay, let's move. So now we can work on the composition. Now we've covered our corners, our sides. Let's see, you can then review how much paint you have left on your canvas. You don't have to tip it all off, however, you do have to remember that if you leave too much paint on your canvas, it will be too thick, and when it dries it might crack because basically that's just what it does. There must be some chemical reason for it, but you can't leave too much paint on your canvas. And whether it's a straight pour, flip cup, or whatever style of pour you like to do, don't leave a thick layer in there. So let me just turn it around, because I like it this way, facing this way. I know you might not be able to see it, but I will zoom in. So I think I'm ready to do one last torch, and I'm going to leave it alone. So I'm quite happy with it. Don't think you're tweaking too much more. So let's torch this. so I will remove my gloves, wash my hands, and I will bring you in for a close-up. Right, so here we go. It's a bit closer. Have a look. Let me just quick overview. So you will see, hopefully, the shimmer of that deep sapphire. Obviously the gold. It's kind of mixed. I've got a few pearls as well coming up there. Lovely effect there, obviously from the ring pull. And my turquoise. I'm glad I did not lose it. So yeah, what do you think? Do you like it? I think it's nice. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more, and I will make another video for you very soon. Thank you very much. Bye.